Didi, I'm interested to get your views on what's happening at your old club. Ancelotti is no more. There was the 5-0 win with Heinkes coming in last weekend over Freiburg, and now another 3 goals this evening, and from what we saw, they could have had more.
Yes, they beat a team that didn't really perform on Saturday, and again, Celtic is not a benchmark in European football, but yeah, I think 8 goals scored, none conceded, which will give him some confidence. Again, they conceded some chances early on in the game against Freiburg. They did again today, even though they were 2 or 3-0 up at the time. Things are looking better. What they do with Ancelotti now, because it seems to be that everything he did was wrong. And surely he did make mistakes, but I think the treatment he got at the club isn't appropriate for a manager of his stature. I think he was left alone from the board. I don't think he got any backing when players stepped out of line, and it resulted in a weird lineup he picked away to Paris, where he left some big names on the bench, or even didn't even put them on the bench. And there's a new manager there. No excuses, no more. So far, I think the team responded okay, but I think that the problems within the camp might be bigger than people may think. So I wouldn't get too carried away with the 2 games. It looks a bit better than it did a few weeks ago, but yeah, it's still a long way to go.
So there's still a few scars there that Heinkes is going to have to work really hard to heal.
Well, James Rodriguez was bought, or was loaned out from Madrid because Ancelotti, that was the one player he wanted. And this is where I sometimes don't understand the club, because it don't seem to see the bigger picture. You bring James in, 6-8 weeks later the manager is gone. So he's been on the bench for the last 2 games. I don't think he'll be in the first 11 when it comes to the crunch on the Heinkes. So that's a problem. Tolisso was brought in for 40 million euros. He hasn't played the last 2 games, and Heinkes doesn't like to rotate. He likes to keep his team. He picked all the big players. He picked some of the Champions League winners from 4 years ago, who he trained then, and I think that won't change in the next few weeks. So yeah, bigger test. I think they play Leipzig and Dortmund now, the next 2 games. So bigger tests to come.
OK, we'll keep a close eye on what's happening in Bayern Munich. By the way, I'm told that Carlo Ancelotti was at Chelsea tonight.